Yo guys, what's going on? GOB back with that's not gonna be, I would have said Race the Champion episode whatever one, but I think obviously if you don't know, O has left the channel, obviously just because he's kinda not as interested with the game anymore. He's kinda fallen out of it. He might come back. I'm not fully sure, but ultimately it's his choice. I don't really mind, it's what he wants to do. I will be continuing the channel though. Probably going to be less uploads, less frequent, but there will definitely be uploads, and the one I can pretty much confidently tell you will be continuing to happen is the weekly solo duels episode. I'll continue to do that. I'm very late, with only an hour and a half left of this week. Yeah, these videos will almost certainly continue going into the future. I'll probably try and do some other stuff, whether it's like more deep dive learning stuff, because I want to improve at GeoGuessr as well as making content. So if I can do stuff around both, where maybe I record my a deep dive into a country, learn a lot about it, stuff that a lot of you viewers won't even know as well. So we'll see. That might become a thing. I might do like a wheel of a load of countries. But who knows? Who knows? We're just gonna play some duels here, hopefully get back into it. I've not played too much this week. 27 games played, 14 wins, pretty standard. We're a bit low in rating at the minute, 1035. Hopefully we can get a bit higher, but who knows. However, before we get started with the duels, I'm gonna do the Beat the Boomer challenge for this week. Beat the Boomer challenge number 90. The days are just flying by. I can't remember when I started. I think it was like around 16. There's a lot of new members actually since I started. But yeah, so we're just gonna get into that quickly before the duels. Moving. Alright. Let's hopefully do well here. Sweden. I believe these redder roads are found closer to the Norwegian border. However, do not quote me on anything I say. Yeah, my game's not loading very well, as it doesn't when I'm recording. I won't blame it for my regular poor moving performances on the Boomer challenge. Normally it's alright, but obviously just when I'm recording, but I'll record anyway. 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm kind of assuming we'll be sort of around this region. It could be more north though as well. It can stretch out a decent way from the Norway border. There were snow poles earlier as well, so I'm gonna say we're like near here somewhere. Taksan, I don't. Yeah, it was more north. Yeah, you can see like the region's the one bordering Norway, but we're way east of it, so yeah, that was gonna be quite hard to find. Not a great guess from me there, but it's alright. Alright, this is obviously gonna be chilly. Coast. I'm sure it is coast, right? Northwest. Let's go to this sign. Okay, what does it say? I don't know if these are place names or not. Region de Coquimbo. If there's coast like this north, you'd assume it'd have to be something like this. What was this place name? Mechilones. Maybe it's like down here or something. I don't really know. We'll probably just lose this round. I'm just gonna go here. It was more south. It was over here. Someone will get that, but not me. Alright, it'll be Nigeria. Oh no, is this Kenya? I thought it was Nigeria, follow car. But yeah, it's obviously Kenya. Now I see the grey Google car. It's under Kenya. I don't know if I'm finding any information. I'm just gonna guess. Let's see. In the sun, it's very red. I don't know where you see this. Maybe up over here. I was kind of right. It was up on right by the border. Anyway, next one, Germany. I guess we should probably look for some information, but you know, won't go too well. Willkommen, that means welcome. I don't think there'll be anything that useful here. I don't know. I don't know why I'm checking it. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything. We've only got 15 seconds. What's it vibe? Probably more southern. Like near Munich. Nope. Alright, this should be Italy, I think, just vibe-wise. That's not an Italian bollard, so is it Spain? Okay. This should be. I think it'll be like down here, unless actually. Yeah, no, I think it down here feels right. Oh no, it was over here. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, I mean, it wasn't a bad performance, but given it's moving, this will most certainly get beaten. Well, it's already been beaten by 2 people, so fair play to them. Have beat Boomer though, so I guess that's something. What? Oh, he went clearly missing the Chilean flag. Round 2, I guess. Yeah. I guess it probably makes sense. Apart from that, okay, let's get into the duels. Road to Champion has or maybe I don't know. What I'll do. I'll think of something. You'll see whatever the title of the video is, I guess. Maybe it'll be nothing, or in either of them. Who knows? But we are starting off. Well, I was gonna say in Mexico, but these are Brazilian poles. Yeah, no supports. This should be Pernambuco or is it? It might be. I think it's Pernambuco or Bahia poles. I'd say this feels like Pernambuco, given it's not. It feels very Mexican as well, for like the cacti and that. But this landscape is also typical of northeastern Brazil. It's a bit weird that it seems certain we're in northern hemisphere. I don't know if you would see ladder poles ever in Mexico, but yeah, there's kind of long plates as well. So I'm just gonna say we're in Pernambuco, given the pole. I didn't even explain why. I don't think it was because of the yellow pole ID on the pole, which you can see in ones like that in Bahia, Pernambuco, or Goiás. But it wasn't going to be Goiás really, just because of how it looked. And the poles didn't have supports on them. Poles would have supports on them normally in Goiás. That was obviously just Uruguay, just fairly standard Uruguay round. Alright, this should be looking like a France, I want to say. That might be Spain, but I'm pretty sure these poles kind of feel more French to me, and sort of the signs. I don't really know what about them feels. Although to be fair, the landscape feels more Spanish, like northern Spain. So maybe I do go Spain. I don't know what like flat signposts. I mean, I know flat signposts. I think it's like Italy, France. I think it's both France and Spain and Italy and stuff. I think it's just generally more Western. I should probably more properly learn. But I'm pretty sure there's a white border on that sign, which would mean France, but it just looks very Spanish. And dashed outlines, I believe you can see in both countries. And I don't know if there's a meta around the car color, the long antenna. I feel like there's no easy way to properly learn like where you see certain color cars like differentiating across Europe. I'm gonna go France actually, but yeah, it was just Spain, which is fine. He goes France as well. But yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I feel like it's quite hard to learn different car colors and antennas, and a lot of like country, like ways to differentiate countries in Europe. I feel are quite challenging. I don't know. It'd be nice to learn them, but if there's nothing you can learn, there's no easy way to do it. Really, there's no easy way to do it. This will be like Western South Africa. We've got hills. I'll say we're up near like over here. I'll say I'll go a little more south. But we've got these. I think I've mentioned this before. These tall A poles. I think it's actually a really good meta. If you see like a tall A, like this, and a pole in South Africa, it'll be Western. And if it's a more like less tall A, or like wide A, it'll be like close to like it'll be west of Lesotho still, but it won't be like too far west either. It'll be like just west of Lesotho, around that area. So yeah, nice little meta there. This should be Arch, I think. Yeah, probably. Definitely gives like what's this they called this one? Entre Rios kind of vibes. Or maybe not fully. It could be more northern, I guess, or more southern, so I'd say. I definitely say it's like eastern, given how flat it is and the greenery. I'll probably go like Santa Fe as a bit of a hedge, but it could be BA or it could be Entre Rios, or it could be more north. I could see it being more north. It is Entre Rios. Should have gone for it, but we are close over the border, so. On to the next one. These are looking like they'll just be German bollards. Yeah. You can see the two bolts in these. You can see them more clear than these ones, but it's a bit hard to see when they're further away. I could actually I could see us being a lot of places. I could see us being over here. Could be more north as well. And it could also be like over here. I think like over here is very flat and agricultural. So I'll try that, but you never know. It was down here, which is not where I would have gone, but we are a lot closer given their max north guess. There's actually big damage on the given the multis. Alright, this should be Brazil or Cola. I was gonna say Brazil maxed out, but no, it is Cola. Yeah, I was thinking it looked like sort of. So I felt it felt quite Uruguayan to me. Let me just actually guess. I'm gonna say it's probably a bit northern. I was gonna say it felt quite Uruguayan to me, just the vibe of it. So that would make me want to say like Rio Grande do Sul. But obviously, these white signposts made me think Colombia, as well as these fences. Yeah, the tipped fences are common in Colombia. He clearly does not see the cross, or doesn't know it. Argentina's not an awful guess, I guess. But yeah, we'll take that first round there. Fairly comfortable, which is nice. But given I feel I'm playing at a fairly low rank here, so I would expect to be winning. But yeah, it's nice and comfortable there. No real mistakes, I think. So just some nice solid gameplay. This is looking like Austria, Slovenia, or maybe it's actually North America. Getting a more. I was thinking it was gonna be like Slovenia or something, but I don't think you'd see these like kind of tiled roofs in North America really. Just the road feels very sort of North American, but I'm gonna go Slovenia. It's gonna be my strategy recently. If I don't know where I am in Europe and it feels like it's kind of recent, I just go Slovenia. That's Denmark. Wonder how he knew that. Maybe just vibes, I guess. This should be India or Cambo. Do I just go? I almost think it's Cambo. I'm gonna go Cambo. I sold. Okay, you know what? Like, I got away with one there. I don't know why I went Cambo. Something about the blur. I don't know. It just reminded me of what I'd seen in Cambodia more, but evidently not. And now we're stitched up in Russia, which is not where I like to be. I feel like this is that stuff up here, like not Murmansk, but the one like south of it, like I don't know. Nice, it was. That was fully just like recognition of having that round before. Looked very similar, and the trees felt western. So yeah, this feels like Guatemala. It's not Guatemala, but I wanted to say it before I would have seen the car, maybe. I don't know. This shows I don't know where it is. I'm gonna. Is it Indo? I don't know if this is sure the front of the car, right? This must. Yeah, there's no this at the back. That would suggest we're driving right, but it's fairly hard to say. Definitely gives quite an Indonesian vibe, but it could also be like Peru. Actually, I'm gonna go Peru here, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was Indo. Vietnam, that makes a lot of sense as well. It makes sense of why like I wouldn't fully recognize it, and we were driving right Wasn't the best game for me. The Denmark one. Denmark round was quite tough. See? I guess it is probably this vibe from the architecture. Maybe he knows more stuff about like coverage and copyright and that, but I think you see like 2023 like everywhere. So it's like what, just blue cars like almost everywhere in Europe as well. Alright, we're playing. Oh, is it Rainbolt? Playing Trevor? I think it's Rainbolt. Okay. Probably France? I don't know though. Architecture maybe doesn't feel that French. And I believe that's around its signpost. So I guess you probably go like Czechia. Maybe this one's Slovenia. Again, those very flat, so probably not. I'll go to Czechia just to hedge everything. Oh wow, it's Finland. Like I don't. It's rounds like that where I just don't get how people like no. I guess the Pines felt northern, but like even then, it still wouldn't have told me anything. This is Thailand. I was getting really confused with like the bollards and the stripes and the yellow lines, and then yeah, I was thinking it was like South America or something. But yeah, it's just Thailand. I don't know where though. Yeah, I don't know. Probably just go for basic middle click again. To be fair, I was considering going south, but obviously wasn't committing to it. Alright, next up here. Turkey. Have we got any buildings? This is hardly a building. This feels quite Eastern, I'd be inclined to say that with these very treeless, grassy hills. Mate, it reminds me of some stuff around here, but I'll go a little more central, just to cover the head to it. Yeah, and it is just in the middle there. Who is that? Is that Kvicha Kvaratskhelia? My football knowledge has served me correct, but hopefully it's more accurate than my GeoGuessr knowledge. This feels very British. However, that sign appears to be placed on the right. It doesn't feel like France though. Maybe it could be like North Spain, but that'd be mental. It was just UK, Scotland up in. Oh, I've driven through Dolphinton many a time. I should have got that then. Yeah, this is just Netherlands. Oh, this is like, yeah. Oh, this is, I can't remember if this is, I've got a feeling this is this island. Rather than Christmas Island. It also does not feel like Christmas Island. Is this gonna be like 5Kable? I don't know if it's like one of these roads. I know in one of the Boomer challenges there was one up here, I think. Or no, I think it was just the daily challenge actually. It was definitely some challenge. Pretty sure it was just the daily challenge. Yeah. I guess what we're going like, I can't line up anything. We're going west, curving southwest. Sort of like that. Like this, maybe. That doesn't feel right. Maybe we're not on this bit. I'm assuming he knows and he's lining up the 5K. I don't know if there's coverage on this bit. Maybe like here, so it's fit in the buildings, so it doesn't fit. I'll go in. Check if he doesn't know, I think we should win. Like here. Oh, he doesn't know it. Nice. Well, it doesn't. I guess I now know there is coverage here, but like winning like this, it doesn't make me feel like good though, given I got like, how did you get? It's these Europe ones. docks that I keep losing on. I'm like, if anyone knows like what would tell them specifically that this is Finland. Obviously like the yellow house I guess feels quite Finnish, which maybe. Yeah, and these flowers I guess. I don't know if it's like all just vibes or there's some other things I should be looking out for. It's kind of what I want to be knowing. I don't know if it's like the pole top or something. This lamppost. This should just be obviously Scotland somewhere. Or not Scotland, just UK somewhere. I'm still thinking about the last Scotland one. Genuinely, I think I've driven through Dolphinton probably about 50 times, or maybe not 50 times, but probably 20, 30 times. Anyway, I should stop doxing myself. Egos in Ireland. It is Scotland, so I was actually right at first. Up in Aberdeenshire, I think. Is it still Aberdeenshire? I don't know. Near Aberdeen, I guess. Mongolia Mountain. I still hate Mongolia. I think I said that like 3 or 4 months ago, and I still stand by it. I've still not practiced it once in any capacity. So I used to, whenever I see mountains, click up here, thinking there were no mountains anywhere else. Like absolutely, I don't know, like some kind of idiot. But there's mountains like everywhere. So who knows? I mean, they are. Yeah, he's got the same guess, and so are you. Like, if you don't know it, then you're never committed anywhere in Mongolia. You're always clicking central. More Russia. I have practiced a bit of Russia. Okay, do these. I don't know how. I always get the mountains wrong. Like these ones. And it could also be. There's obviously mountains more east and up where the other one was over here. And in the middle as well, so the Ural Mountains. There's a lot of mountains in Russia, but I mean, these two are the main two big ones. I think it's more like these. I'd say like over here feels alright, but like, or maybe like more south. I don't know. It could be fairly off here. I guess the architecture does feel quite Asian, right? This feels quite Asian. Feels similar to Mongolia. Oh wow, he's clearly a better Russia player than me. But you know what? I'm still happy with my guess. I'm not one for lining up roads anyway. It's not what I do. Maybe what I should do though. Would have saved me 500 points. I don't know if these are the poles. I know there's some kind of pole you see in Sierra and Amapa? Oh no, Roraima. And Sierra and Roraima. This is definitely not Roraima. But I'm not going to say that it is real. I'm not even going to try and... Although that's actually a Sierra pole top. So, this is actually a Sierra. But I'm 99% sure that's a Sierra pole top. Oh, okay. See, that just makes me look like a real idiot. It's funny they didn't have support so either. I said they was talking tins. But anyway, that has been the video. I think we essentially did nothing. But it's always good to get the practice in, and yeah, it could have gone worse. We had a couple nice gets. I think my rush has improved. That's what I'm glad about. I don't think I had 2 rush rounds that were pretty close to both of them. So that's what I'm happy about at the very least. That's been GOB. Give me let me know what you want to see in terms of like video content. Now that it's just me on the channel. Yeah, video uploads will probably slow, but yeah, I'll try and keep them up. They'll be at bare minimum once a week, sometimes 2, probably sometimes 3. Depends how much time I've got. I've been busy with some other stuff recently. I've been out fishing a lot recently, so that's been nice. Just taking my mind off it a bit. But anyway, I should stop yapping. This has been GOB. If you did enjoy today's video, drop a like and subscribe. I would appreciate it a lot, and it's pretty helpful, I guess. I know. It's pretty helpful, so yeah, drop a like and subscribe. And we'll see you guys next time. Or, wait, I'm still saying we. I'll see you guys next time.